Hi, we're Team Minerva, and we're here to show you our translational potential pitch.
We conducted some interviews to better understand the stakeholder desirability. From these interviews, we learned that the biosensor could be primarily used in collecting evidence of patient compliancy, and also that a network in which users of the device can connect as a community would be beneficial. Users of our biosensor and app will be able to instantly record their valproate levels and keep results from previous tests, which can be passed on to the doctor. More frequent testing will be possible, with schools being a frequent visiting place for students with epilepsy. Doctors will also be able to use the biosensor to get instant results during appointments, making them more insightful and productive. The device can be marketed to schools as it will help pupils with epilepsy carry out therapeutic drug monitoring, as tests can be carried out during school hours whilst providing a constant source of revenue through the intake of new students each year requiring the use of cartridges. Another avenue for income is hospitals, where the speed of our biosensor would have its advantages over blood tests. Right now, we have chosen to focus on schools because a product targeted at healthcare professionals would require technological development to rival existing options at hospitals. By selling our device to schools, we shift the economic burden from individuals to institutions with larger resources. The use of the app as the main interface allows for the reduced device costs as well as remote access for patients and doctors alike, whilst preparing for future growth into new ventures using the same device. In order for our business to succeed, we need to convince patients and doctors to participate as well as school boards to purchase. The overall aim? To bring the doctor's office to the school.
During our first year of development, we'd be constructing basic prototypes using mostly available components and distributing to key opinion leaders, i.e. doctors who deal with patients with epilepsy, and recruiting them as beta testers and early adopters. Other key partners would include manufacturers of biotech components, and results would be processed to develop our own product with consulting support from biotech companies. During this time, clinical trials would be needed to gain certification from relevant UK licensing bodies such as the MHRA. Once a more ergonomic device had been developed, sales would begin to schools and GPs, and manufacture would shift to make custom components. Our key partners would include vendors of manufacturing equipment. Our key activity to maximize profit would be a good marketing campaign carried out through conferences and events and our established key opinion leaders. After a successful venture, Minerva would grow into a new market segment with new products and some new services.
Our commercialisation strategy relies on future growth. We would ask firms to invest in our first couple of years of activity with the idea that we turn a profit within a short period of time. Subsidisation from the UK government as well as strategic alliances with other biotech companies would help us in covering development costs. Through our business strategy, we aim to target three things: designing a technologically advanced product with high accuracy and reliability at lower cost than existing assays, an easy-to-use ergonomic design that will lend itself well for use by non-professionals and patients, and constant development to our product and service.
We will distribute the cost of the service, with less markup on the device than on the cartridges, and some profit from the app, namely a 99p per month subscription fee and ad revenue from very carefully vetted ads, also present on our website. Pupils will have their app subscription covered by their school, and GP patients by their insurance or the NHS. We aim to eventually get the app on the NHS app library as it improves. The low device price is possible as a result of the detection method, which doesn't require expensive or complex inner workings. Our cost projection depends very much on how successful sales are relative to the entire market segment. Assuming successful sales to at least 10% of the possible segment within the first year, or around a few thousand clients, break-even should be reached within about 3 years. The modeled lifetime value to cost to acquire customer ratio for a pupil using our device is around 14, which is high above the guideline for a viable venture, which is very good news for us.